My wise and resilient friends, what if I told you that a single glass, just 1 cup of deep red beet juice each morning, could send your body down a road of powerful transformation? Not in 10 years, not in a few months, but today, from the very first sip. For those of us in our 60s, 70s, or beyond, every bite, every habit, and every quiet choice we make carries weight. Some choices heal us. Others, if made blindly, can quietly do harm. And beet juice? It sits right at that crossroads. Picture this. A woman in her late 60s begins her mornings with a walk around the block, knees a little stiff, breath a little short. Her daughter suggests beet juice. It's good for blood flow, she says. Skeptical but curious, she tries it. 1 cup, then another the next day. By the second week, something shifts. Her steps feel lighter, her mind clearer, and her energy steadier. Her doctor notices a drop in blood pressure. She's still the same person, but better equipped to feel alive. But here's the twist. Beet juice, while powerful, isn't for everyone. And if misunderstood, it can do more harm than good. There's something almost poetic about a vegetable that grows quietly underground, hidden from the world, soaking in the earth's richness, only to emerge with a deep, vibrant red hue. Beets don't shout for attention. They don't boast flashy colors or exotic origins, and yet they hold within them a kind of ancient power, especially for those of us in the later chapters of life. In recent years, science has caught up with what many cultures have known for generations. Beets, and especially beet juice, may offer profound health benefits. But this isn't just about following another trend. It's about tuning into what our bodies truly need as we age, and what can support us in living not just longer, but stronger. For many seniors, mornings come with stiffness. Joints that once moved freely now hesitate. Energy dips early, and the mind, though still sharp in spirit, sometimes feels fogged by the weight of years and the quiet march of time. It's in these tender moments, when the body needs just a little more support, that something as simple as a glass of beet juice can begin to make a difference. You see, beet juice is more than just a colorful drink. It's a natural source of dietary nitrates, compounds that the body converts into nitric oxide. This might sound technical, but the effects are deeply personal. Nitric oxide helps relax and widen the blood vessels, improving circulation throughout the body. That means more oxygen reaching the brain, the heart, and the muscles. For a senior whose circulation has slowed with age, this can feel like turning the lights back on in a room that had quietly dimmed. And the changes, while subtle at first, can become noticeable over time. A man in his early 70s shared how he'd started drinking half a cup of beet juice with his breakfast. Within weeks, he wasn't just walking farther, he was walking faster. His hands, once cold from poor circulation, began to feel warm again. Even his balance improved. And perhaps most striking of all, he began sleeping better. Not because beet juice is a sedative, but because his body was functioning more smoothly. This isn't magic, it's biology. As we age, our natural production of nitric oxide declines. This decline contributes to the stiffness, slower recovery, and mental fatigue that many older adults experience. But by introducing nitrate-rich foods like beet juice, we can support the body in restoring some of what time has taken away. Of course, this isn't a call to toss out your medications or to expect a miracle from one ingredient. Beet juice is a tool, one of many. But for those seeking a gentle, natural way to boost energy, improve stamina, and support heart and brain health, it's a tool worth considering. It's also a beautiful reminder that nature often provides what we need, quietly, without fanfare. And it speaks to a deeper truth, that aging doesn't have to mean fading. It can mean adapting, choosing wisely, and returning to the rhythms and remedies that have stood the test of time. Some may ask, is it really worth it? Can one little glass of juice really change anything at this stage in life? The answer is found not just in the science, but in the experience. It's in the woman who now climbs stairs without pausing, in the grandfather who plays longer with his grandkids, in the woman who once sat by the window each morning, too tired to move, now walking her garden with purpose, a gentle strength returning to her step. These moments don't make headlines. They don't fill commercials, but they fill lives, And that is the heart of it all. So, if you're wondering whether beet juice is worth your time, ask yourself this: what if this small act, this quiet choice, became the beginning of something better? Not perfect, not youthful, but better. Better energy, better blood flow, a clearer mind, a steadier step. After all, we are not here to chase youth. We're here to honor life, our own, and the years we've earned. And every choice we make in this season matters. Every food we put on our plate, every step we take, every habit we shape. It all adds up. 1 cup each morning. A small act of love for a body that has carried you through decades. It's not a miracle. It's a message. From nature to you. You still have the power to feel better, to move stronger, to live deeply. That power begins with wisdom, and wisdom begins with listening to your body, your experience, and the gentle voice that says, try, nourish, restore, you're worth it. It's easy to hear the words natural and superfood and assume it means safe for everyone, especially when the food in question is something as earthy and wholesome as beets, bright red, grown from the ground and praised for their healing properties. Beets feel like the kind of thing we can all lean on without worry. But as we grow older, our bodies ask for more than just good intentions. They ask for precision, for care, for an understanding that what works beautifully for one person might cause silent trouble for another. Beet juice is a perfect example of this. Let's say you're over 60. You've got a little stiffness in your knees, some fogginess in the mornings, or maybe your doctor has mentioned that your blood pressure is a little on the high side. You hear about beet juice, how it helps widen the blood vessels, increase stamina, sharpen memory. And it sounds like a miracle in a glass. And in many ways it can be, but here's the truth that's rarely shared. Not all bodies benefit the same way. For seniors who are already managing low blood pressure, 1 cup of beet juice might be too much of a good thing. The natural nitrates in beets convert into nitric oxide in the body, a gas that signals the blood vessels to relax and widen. This lowers blood pressure, yes, but if your pressure is already on the lower end, or if you're taking medications that control it, beet juice can drive it even lower. The result? Lightheadedness, fatigue, dizziness, or worse, falls. And as we all know, a fall in your 60s, 70s, or beyond is no small matter. One moment of imbalance can set off a chain of complications that takes weeks or even months to recover from. That's not the only concern. Beets are high in oxalates, naturally occurring compounds found in certain vegetables. For most people, oxalates pass through the body without issue. But for some, especially those with a history of kidney problems or a tendency to form kidney stones, oxalates can crystallize inside the kidneys, leading to discomfort, urinary trouble, or even serious blockages that require medical intervention. Many seniors already have mild kidney challenges and may not even be aware of it. The signs can be subtle, some swelling, fatigue, changes in urine color, but the kidneys, like so many organs, often whisper before they scream. And adding high oxalate foods to a body already burdened can quietly tip the balance in the wrong D. Then there's diabetes. Beets, though unprocessed and filled with fiber when whole, become much more concentrated in sugar when juiced. 1 cup of beet juice can contain natural sugars that still spike blood glucose, especially if it's consumed on an empty stomach or without protein or fat to slow absorption. For seniors managing blood sugar, this can lead to quick spikes followed by crashes, leaving the body drained, agitated, or foggy. And over time, these repeated blood sugar surges can contribute to long-term complications. Does that mean beet juice is bad? Not at all. It means it's powerful. And power, at this stage of life, should always be handled with wisdom. We often think of food as either good or bad, but the truth is more nuanced. Beet juice isn't dangerous, but it can be risky if used without awareness, especially for those managing specific health concerns. And the problem is, many people turn to it based on popular health advice, without realizing that their personal health history deserves a seat at the table too. That's the difference between health trends and real wisdom. Trends are fast. They speak loudly and promise big change with little effort. But wisdom, true wisdom, is quiet. It asks questions. It pays attention. It understands that what the body needs at 25 is very different than what it needs at 65 or 75. So, if you've been thinking about adding beet juice to your routine, pause for a moment. Not out of fear, but out of respect for your own body. Ask yourself, do I take medication for blood pressure? Have I had any kidney issues in the past? Is my blood sugar something I actively manage? Do I feel dizzy or lightheaded on occasion? These aren't reasons to avoid beet juice entirely, but they are reasons to start slowly. Maybe just a few sips with food, maybe half a cup instead of a full one. And always, with the guidance of a doctor who understands your unique medical story. There's nothing weak about being careful. In fact, it's a sign of strength. It means you honor the body that has carried you this far, and you intend to treat it like the treasured vessel it is. Your health in this chapter of life isn't about extremes. It's about balance. It's not about jumping on the latest wellness wave. It's about staying grounded, steady, and fully present in the choices you make. 1 cup of beet juice can indeed change your body, but the change it brings, good or bad, depends entirely on how well you listen to what your body is already telling you. Let that be your guide. After the age of 60, the body becomes a more delicate instrument. The choices that once seemed minor, the foods we eat, the liquids we drink, the way we start our day, now play a much greater role in how we feel, how we move, and how well we sleep at night. Beet juice might seem like just another health trend, something colorful and earthy that people talk about on wellness blogs or nutrition shows. But for someone in their 60s, 70s, or even 80s, a cup of beet juice in the morning is no small thing. It can bring real changes, sometimes positive, sometimes too powerful. That's why, when it comes to trying something new for your health, especially something as potent as beet juice, the wisest path is the slow and mindful one. You don't have to dive in head first. You don't need to chase the same routines younger people follow. Because your body speaks a different language now, it remembers more. It reacts faster. And it asks you to listen more closely than ever before. The truth is, something as simple as drinking a full cup of beet juice every morning could be too much, too soon. It may lower your blood pressure before your heart's ready for it. It might flood your system with compounds your kidneys struggle to filter. It might change your sugar levels in ways that throw your whole day off balance. You wouldn't notice it right away, but slowly, quietly, things start to shift. That's not a reason to fear new habits. It's just a reason to respect them. Start with half a cup, less even. Mix it with water if it tastes too strong, or with a little lemon juice to help your body absorb it better. And then, wait. Watch how your body responds over the next day or two. How's your energy, your digestion, your sleep? Is your blood pressure too low? Are you feeling dizzy or extra tired? These are not small observations. These are signs, clues. They're your body's way of telling you whether this new habit is helping, or if it's something you need to adjust. The idea that more is better doesn't hold true anymore. Not at this stage of life. The body thrives on balance now, not extremes. It doesn't ask for loud change, it asks for gentle consistency, a little at a time, with patience, respect, and a watchful eye. What works beautifully for one person might be too much for another. A friend may thrive on beet juice and swear by it. Another may try it and feel off for days. That doesn't mean one is right and the other is wrong. It means each of us carries our own story inside, our own health history, our own rhythms, our own needs. And that's the beauty of aging with wisdom. You don't chase someone else's path. You walk your own, one careful step at a time. Sometimes health advice is thrown at seniors like confetti. Eat this, drink that, avoid this, take that. But not everything suits everyone. The most powerful thing you can do for yourself isn't just to follow advice. It's to pause before each choice and ask, is this right for me? This stage of life isn't about rushing to fix what's gone wrong. It's about strengthening what's still right. It's about protecting the good you've built over the years. Your heart, your mind, your muscles, your peace of mind. And sometimes, protection means moderation. It means restraint. It means not doing something every day just because others say it worked for them. If your body responds well to beet juice, that's wonderful. Let it become part of your routine, slowly, gently, in harmony with everything else you're doing. But if it feels too strong, or causes your blood pressure to dip, or your digestion to feel off, step back, adjust, try every other day instead, or once a week, or perhaps not at all. It's not about being perfect, it's about being present. This kind of care, this slow, intentional listening to your body, is the real secret to good health after 60. Not big changes, not strict diets, just the quiet discipline of noticing. Some people think discipline means doing something hard, but discipline at this age is doing something wise, choosing what's good for your body, not just what's popular. Taking time to learn how something affects you before making it a daily habit. Even doctors, with all their experience, can't feel what you feel inside your own body. Only you can know when something doesn't sit right. Only you can tell when something gives you energy instead of draining it. That's what makes your choices sacred now. So whether it's beet juice or a new supplement, a different breakfast, or a new bedtime routine, go slow. Begin small. Keep a journal if it helps. Let your body teach you what works best. This is the wisdom that keeps you strong. This is the care that adds years, not just to your life, but to your living. And remember, you haven't lost your strength with age. You've earned a deeper kind of strength, the strength to pause, to question, and to choose with intention. That's how real change begins. Quietly, slowly, one wise choice at a time. So often, we're sold the dream of a miracle fix. One food, one pill, one new trend that promises to turn everything around overnight. And when you're over 60, these promises seem to multiply, each one louder than the last, each one claiming to hold the secret to turning back the clock. But here's what life teaches us. With time and with grace, there are no shortcuts to lasting health. There are no overnight cures for a body that's been with us through decades of joy, struggle, celebration, and change. Beet juice is powerful, yes, but it's not a magic bullet. It's not here to save us from the natural rhythms of aging or undo years of choices with one gulp. It's just a tool, a single ingredient in a much larger, much wiser lifestyle. The truth is, 1 cup of beet juice won't matter much if everything else is out of balance. If your plate is filled with processed foods, if your body stays still more than it moves, if your nights are restless and your stress runs deep, no vegetable juice can outrun that. But when you begin to build a foundation, brick by brick, of mindful choices, everything starts to shift. Beet juice, when added to a life that's already being nurtured through movement, rest, hydration, and real food, can be a beautiful addition. It can boost your circulation, gently lower your blood pressure, and make your morning walks feel a little more energized. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Too many people chase the one thing that will fix it all. They hear about beet juice and drink it every morning without thinking about the medications they're on, without checking their blood pressure, without wondering if their kidneys are strong enough to process the oxalates inside. This isn't judgment, it's compassion, because we've all been there, wanting so badly to feel better that we dive in head first. But real wellness doesn't work like that. It's not about jumping on trends, it's about listening. It's about slowing down enough to ask your body, what do you need today? Maybe today it needs that cup of beet juice. Maybe tomorrow it needs something gentler. And maybe the next day it just needs you to rest and breathe. That's wisdom. That's where true health begins. Not in the juice itself, but in the awareness that surrounds it. Beet juice is a tool, but so is walking outside in the fresh air. So is a home-cooked meal made with love. So is laughter. So is letting go of what you can't control. When we treat food like medicine, but not magic, we allow ourselves to build something lasting, something gentle, something real. There's something sacred about caring for yourself after 60, because by now you've learned, you've lived, you've watched fads come and go, you've seen what works and what doesn't, and what stays true through every diet, every product, every trend, is that your body responds best to what is consistent, natural, and filled with intention. So when someone asks, should I drink beet juice every day? The most honest answer is, that depends. It depends on your body. It depends on your needs. It depends on whether you're treating it like a fix or adding it to a well-rounded routine. The best health decisions are the ones made with both curiosity and caution. Curiosity says, I wonder what this could do for me. Caution says, but let me learn more before I dive in. Put them together, and you get wisdom in action. You don't need to be extreme. You don't need to do everything perfectly. You don't need to follow every new trend that shows up in your inbox or on your television. What you need is consistency, honesty, and a quiet commitment to do what feels right. For you. Drink the beet juice if your body welcomes it. Enjoy the benefits, celebrate what it gives you, but don't expect it to carry your whole health journey on its back. That's too much to ask of any one thing. The strength isn't in the juice. The strength is in you, in your choices, your awareness, your ability to listen and adjust as you go. Let your health routine be a reflection of your life, thoughtful, evolving, and built with love. You're not here to chase perfection. You're here to feel well, to stay mobile, to keep your mind sharp and your spirit strong. And with every mindful step, whether it's a sip of beet juice or a pause to stretch your back or a simple glass of water, you're investing in something far more valuable than any trend. You're investing in yourself, and that's the most powerful choice of all. My dear friends, we live in an age where new health trends pop up every single day. One week it's celery juice, the next it's turmeric shots, and now beet juice is taking center stage. Every headline shouts a miracle. Every article promises something life-changing. But let's take a breath. Let's slow down. Because if there's one thing that comes with age, it's this: not everything new is necessary. And not everything popular is right for you. After 60, our bodies are no longer just reacting to the moment. They are shaped by decades of choices, stress, healing, and wisdom. This body has climbed mountains, some literal, most emotional. It has held children, stood through loss, weathered illness, and carried us further than we ever thought possible. So now we must treat it with the respect it has earned. And that means, before we pour the latest superfood into our glass, before we chase the next anti-aging miracle, we pause and ask a more important question. Is this what my body needs? You see, beet juice might be exactly what your body craves. It might energize your mornings, open up your circulation, give your memory a boost, and help your blood pressure stay balanced. For some, it works beautifully. For others, it may be too much. It might interfere with medications, stir up kidney issues, or even cause fatigue instead of vitality. But the truth is, none of this is about beet juice. Not really. This is about knowing when to say yes, and when to say, maybe not for me. Because the real wisdom isn't in what you add to your diet, it's in the way you listen to your body, the way you pay attention to how it responds, the way you take the time to learn, not from TikTok or fads, but from experience, from reflection, from intuition. That's where strength lives. That's where real health begins. When we were younger, we were told to push through. We were praised for ignoring pain, for being tough, and for keeping up with the crowd. But now is the time to tune in, not tune out. Now is the time to honor softness, to respect the body, not as a machine, but as a partner that has been with you through every single season of life. And if it tells you this doesn't feel right, you listen. You've earned the right to trust yourself. Trendy health fads don't know your story. They don't know what surgeries you've recovered from. They don't know what medications you've had to adjust, or how you've learned to manage blood sugar or navigate sleepless nights. They don't know the wisdom in your bones. But you do. And that's what sets you apart. That's what makes you powerful. Health isn't something we chase. It's something we cultivate. It's not about overloading your diet with powders and potions. It's about simple, steady, loving care. It's about waking up, checking in with your body, and making choices that feel right, not rushed. It's sipping warm tea because it soothes you. It's stretching your legs, not because a magazine told you to, but because your knees feel better when you do. It's saying no to something, even if the whole world says yes, because you've lived long enough to know what works for you. Let the younger ones chase perfection. Let them experiment, try everything, and bounce from one diet to the next. But you walk in wisdom. You walk with purpose. You know that the most powerful medicine often comes not from a bottle, but from stillness, from peace, from loving your body exactly as it is. So whether you drink beet juice or not, whether it becomes part of your routine or just something you try once and let go, let the decision come from you, not the noise outside. Your body isn't broken, it's communicating. And the most courageous thing you can do is listen. The truth is, your greatest strength right now doesn't lie in superfoods or supplements. It lies in your ability to slow down, to tune in, and to respond with kindness. You're not here to impress anyone. You're here to feel well, to move with grace, and to wake up each day with clarity and peace. So the next time you're offered a quick fix, a shortcut, or a trend that promises the world, smile gently and say, "Thank you, but I'll do what's right for me." That, dear friend, is real health. That is silent age wisdom. Stay kind to your body. Stay rooted in truth. And above all, stay yourself. A gentle summary, a motivational reminder, a strong call to action, CTA, and a warm closing line perfect for ending your video. So, what's the bottom line? Beet juice may hold benefits for some, but it's not a one-size-fits-all solution. The real wisdom lies in listening to your own body, making thoughtful choices and never following a trend blindly. Because after 60, it's not about doing what's popular, it's about doing what's right for you. You've come this far not by chance, but by strength, patience, and grace. And your health journey, it's still unfolding, with every step, every bite, every mindful decision. If this message resonated with you, I invite you to leave a comment below. Have you tried beet juice? Did it help? Or not quite right for your body? Let's learn from each other, and if you believe in growing wiser together, don't forget to subscribe for more real, grounded health guidance made just for you. Until next time, stay gentle with your body and stay rooted in wisdom.